Hey guys, it's Kevin here. And last night, while I was making dinner, I watched a video that my friend Kurt Bell up in Shizuoka made on his Lyle's Brother channel about someone who's was in a situation or is in a situation where he's not Japanese, but he's married to a Japanese person, lives in Japan, and is kind of unhappy with life. And I thought about my situation and other people in similar situations. And you meet people who've been in Japan for a while who, some people love it, never want to leave, plan to stay here for the rest of their life, which is cool because it's a wonderful place to be. Other people, like Kurt right now, wants to move his family back home. I teeter-totter between the two, of leaving and staying. I've been in Japan for over 5 years now, and part of me talks about how often I've made videos before. I've talked about where I want to go home to Canada, and then at other times I think to myself, I'm content with being here. At the moment, and there's a lot of factors. It's complicated, but at the moment I'm quite content with things. I'm very happy with my life here at the moment. There are times when I've been unhappy with my employment, the job I've had, and I think that often can really I think when someone is unhappy with their work, that can really lead them to being unhappy in many aspects or elements of their life. That really can influence you so much. It's such a big part of your life, but it's 8 hours a day or 12 in my case sometimes. It's a big part of your day, and it can really influence you. And when bad things happen there, it can really cross over and make you unhappy in a lot of other ways. But again, like right now, I'm feeling pretty content, and I think part of that has to do with making life meaningful. Now, I've got 2 wonderful little kids who I love more than anything in the world. I've got a great wife, and they make my life meaningful. I'm in a place, I'm in a foreign country, my language skills aren't very good, and there's a lot I can't do because of that. And it's frustrating because of the cultural differences sometimes. And some people, that gets them really down, but making life meaningful, I do things that, for me, make my life meaningful and make me happy. And I think that's a good bit of advice for people out there who might be somewhere and feeling unhappy. Maybe you've just moved to Korea or to Japan or China as a teacher, you're living in another culture, you're getting frustrated with the way things are and you're unhappy, or I think if you just go to work and come home every night, and you just watch TV, or you go to work and you go to the gaijin bar or the waeguk bar in Korea and drink and then go home, that's the kind of thing where that can lead you to thinking too much and not being satisfied with things. I think if you do things that are meaningful to you, it's going to make your quality of life much higher. So for example, like just with me, YouTube brings me a lot of joy. I really enjoy it. That's why I've been doing it for almost 7 years now. 7 years next month. And some people quit doing it after a brief period of time. I've been doing it for a long time because it really does bring me joy. And I was doing YouTube before you could make money on YouTube. I was doing it before there was such a thing as monetization or partnership. And I did it just because it's fun. It's still fun. And I get a connection with people all around the world, and that keeps me grounded here. I don't feel isolated because I've met so many people from around the world and interact with so many people on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, and the social media makes me happy. Writing when I can makes me happy. Running makes me happy. Not always. When I'm tired. So there's a lot of things that I do that make me happy. When the weather cools down a bit in the fall, I plan on doing more hiking. That makes me happy. Getting outside and learning about insects and trees and plants, that makes me happy. Learning about birds, that makes me happy. So I think what you need to do is find a balance and find things that are meaningful to you. When I was in Korea years ago, I did Taekwondo, and that made me very happy. So there you go, guys. I don't know, just kind of talking about keeping yourself happy when you live far away from home. Because it can be hard sometimes. It is. It can be hard sometimes. But there you go. Kevin here in Japan, walking along on a rainy evening. By Kobe Station now. I was somewhere I'm usually not today. Alright guys, take care, and I hope you are all doing well wherever you are. And yeah. Hey, I don't know, what kind of things make you happy, by the way? Leave a comment below. I'd like to read and find out what makes your life more meaningful. All right, guys, take care.